Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Now that we've covered the basics, let's take a closer look at what you can do if your wheel bearings need attention. Remove the wheel and hub assembly. With the trailer lifted and secured, it's time to expose the wheel bearings for inspection. Start by removing the lug nuts with a socket or lug wrench. Set the nuts aside somewhere safe so they don't get misplaced. Slide the wheel off the axle and set it aside. Locate the wheel hub and carefully remove any dust cap or grease cover using a flathead screwdriver or similar tool. Be gentle to avoid damaging it. Unscrew the cotter pin and castle nut holding the hub in place. Pull the hub off the axle to access the bearings. Once the hub is removed, the bearings should be visible. Handle them carefully to prevent dirt or debris from contaminating the grease. Inspect bearings for damage or wear. Now that you have access to the bearings, take a close look to assess their condition. Inspect each component thoroughly and watch for the following signs: rust or corrosion. Bearings should be clean and shiny. Any discoloration or rust indicates they've been exposed to moisture and could be failing. Cracks or pits. Small imperfections can quickly grow under the strain of towing. Replace any bearings with visible damage. Discoloration from overheating. Bearings with a bluish or darkened tint may have overheated, which weakens them and affects performance. Excessive wear or looseness. Make sure the bearings fit snugly in the hub and don't wobble. Loose bearings can lead to dangerous instability. If any of these issues are present, it's time to replace the bearings. Don't hesitate, faulty bearings could fail at the worst possible moment. Clean and repack bearings if necessary. If your bearings pass inspection but require grease, follow these steps to clean and repack them. Wipe off old grease and any dirt using a rag or grease cleaner. Make sure everything is clean before moving forward. Check the grease seals. If they're cracked or worn, replace them to keep contaminants out of the bearings. Apply fresh grease by scooping it into the palm of your hand. Press the bearing into the grease until it fills all the gaps between the rollers. Don't skimp on grease, proper lubrication is what keeps the system running smoothly. Reassemble the hub in the reverse order you took it apart. Make sure to tighten the castle nut snugly, but not so much that it creates unnecessary resistance for the wheel. By cleaning and repacking, you extend the life of your bearings and ensure they're ready for the road ahead. Take your time with this step, it's well worth the effort for long-term reliability. By following these steps, you'll have peace of mind knowing your trailer's wheel bearings are in great shape. Proper maintenance isn't just about keeping your equipment running, it's about safety and avoiding costly repairs in the future. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into how to replace bearings when they're beyond repair. Preventative maintenance tips. Taking care of your trailer's wheel bearings doesn't have to be complicated, but it does require consistent effort. A little preventative maintenance can go a long way in avoiding costly repairs or dangerous towing situations. Below, we'll walk through essential tips to keep your wheel bearings in top shape. Regular inspection schedule. How often should you check your wheel bearings? A good rule of thumb is to inspect them once a year or every 10,000 to 12,000 miles, depending on how often you tow. For frequent or long-haul towing, bump up the inspections to every 6 months, as heavier use puts more stress on the bearings. Set a reminder or tie inspections to other trailer maintenance tasks, like checking tires or brakes. Regular inspections help you catch issues like worn bearings, inadequate grease, or damaged seals before they escalate into bigger problems. Think of it as an annual physical for your trailer. Skip it, and you might not notice something wrong until it's too late. Use high-quality grease. Grease is the lifeline of your wheel bearings. It reduces friction, minimizes heat buildup, and prevents metal components from grinding together. Using high-temperature, water-resistant wheel bearing grease is essential, especially if you're towing in wet or off-road conditions. Cheaper options might save you money up front, but they often break down faster, leaving your bearings unprotected. When choosing grease, look for one labeled specifically for wheel bearings, as general-purpose grease won't hold up under heavy loads or high speeds. If you're unsure, check the manufacturer's recommendation for your trailer or consult your local auto shop. Having the right grease ensures your bearings stay lubricated and helps extend their lifespan. Replace bearings when in doubt. When it comes to wheel bearings, it's better to be safe than sorry. If you notice symptoms like odd noises, excessive play, or overheating hubs during an inspection, don't hesitate to replace the bearings. Continuing to tow with faulty bearings risks catastrophic wheel failure, which can cause accidents or leave you stranded. Even if you're unsure whether a bearing is bad, err on the side of caution. Bearings are relatively inexpensive compared to the potential cost of trailer damage, or worse, risking your safety on the highway. Replacing them might feel like a hassle, but it's a small price to pay for peace of mind. Think of it like replacing a cracked windshield. Ignoring it won't make it better, and it might lead to bigger headaches down the line. By sticking to a regular maintenance routine, using high-quality grease, and replacing questionable bearings promptly, you can keep your trailer safe and roadworthy. Preventative care is less about avoiding work and more about taking control of your towing experience. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll be far less likely to face unexpected issues. Common mistakes to avoid when checking bearings. Checking your trailer's wheel bearings is a task that demands attention to detail. Unfortunately, a few common mistakes can turn a simple inspection into a costly repair, or worse, a safety hazard. By understanding these missteps and how to avoid them, you can ensure a safer and smoother towing experience. Let's cover the most common pitfalls. Neglecting safety precautions. Safety should always come first when working on your trailer. One common and dangerous mistake is overlooking basic safety measures. You're not just protecting your trailer, you're also protecting yourself. Using a jack without jack stands. Relying solely on a jack to hold up your trailer is a gamble. Jacks can fail, and if they do, the results can be catastrophic. Always use jack stands to secure the trailer while you work. Make sure they're positioned on a stable surface and double-check everything before getting under the trailer. Skipping protective gear. It's easy to shrug off gloves or safety glasses, but greasy fingers or flying dirt aren't just minor inconveniences. Grease makes tools slippery, increasing your chance of accidents. And no one wants dirt or debris accidentally getting into their eyes. Treat safety precautions as non-negotiable. Thinking, "This will just take a minute," is a mindset that can lead to unnecessary injuries. Take the extra time to set up properly, it's worth it. Reusing damaged bearings. Reusing bearings that show signs of damage is a mistake that can quietly escalate into a major problem. Bearings may still seem fine to the untrained eye, but even small issues can snowball once the trailer is back on the road. Here are the common reasons people reuse bad bearings. Trying to save money. It might feel like you're cutting costs, but ignoring damage is just delaying a bigger expense. Not knowing when to replace. A bearing with rust, pits, or discoloration is no longer reliable. Over time, these imperfections can grow and lead to a complete failure. Damaged bearings affect more than just the individual part. They can harm the hub, axle, and wheels. Think of it like wearing shoes with broken soles. Sure, you can walk in them, but over time you'll strain your feet and cause broader issues. Peace of mind isn't worth skimping on. If in doubt, replace the bearings immediately. Over-tightening or under-tightening. Adjusting the bearing nuts isn't as simple as tight is tight. Either over-tightening or under-tightening can cause problems down the road, literally. Over-tightening. This can crush the bearings, increasing friction and heat as the wheel spins. Over time, the grease burns out quicker, and the life of the bearing shortens drastically. A good analogy is over-tightening a jar lid. Sure, it'll stay sealed, but you might ruin the threads or warp the seal. Under-tightening. On the flip side, leaving the nut too loose allows the wheel bearings to shift excessively. This creates wobble and instability, which is dangerous, especially at higher speeds. It's like riding a bike with loose handlebars. You're not in full control, and the risk of things going wrong grows with every mile. To get this adjustment right, follow the manufacturer's recommendations closely. Usually, it's a matter of snugging the nut just enough to eliminate excess play but not so much that it adds unnecessary resistance. If you're unsure, don't guess, seek advice or use a torque wrench for precision. Avoiding these common mistakes is about being proactive and thorough. A little extra care now can save you from costly repairs or worse down the line. Stick to the basics, and you'll be all set for safe towing. Summary. Trailer wheel bearings are crucial to keeping your towing experience safe and hassle-free. Whether you're checking for signs of wear, inspecting the bearings themselves, or performing regular maintenance, a few key steps can go a long way in preventing costly repairs and safety issues. Regular inspections, high-quality grease, and proper bearing replacement are the cornerstones of keeping your trailer in top condition. By staying vigilant and following the tips outlined in this video, you'll help ensure that your trailer remains roadworthy for years to come. Don't skip the small stuff. Take care of your wheel bearings, and they'll take care of you. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.